In 2002, working with my teaching partner, Jean Bowman, we created a pilot program for Saanich School District, creating 2 inquiry-based, multi-age, technology-infused classes. The purpose of the classes was to see if we could use the new curriculum that was in draft form to create classroom learning that invited deep, independent thinking, questioning, and critical thinking. With the inquiry approach, the focus was on higher-level thinking skills as the students transform and use their learning. Inquiry focuses on deeper learning, not recall. It focuses on connections as students analyze, synthesize, and justify their learning while communicating their findings. The students learn to create open-ended questions. A common phrase in our class was, "A good inquiry question can't be answered in a sentence, and if you can find it on Google, it's not very good." Creating good questions was a skill that took a long time to master. The classroom was set up around a universal theme each term. Themes such as survival, power, change, and legacy are large enough to be able to effectively integrate science, social studies, language arts, and some of the bigger ideas in math. The theme would lead the learning through the term, and we would often tie in field trips to bring the local environment into the learning. Students were not used to inquiry when we started. The idea that the answer wasn't just found in a book or on the web was hard for the kids to fathom. Background information was very important to build their knowledge and understanding, but the synthesis and analysis was where the deeper learning and thinking would come. Students were led through the year from a structured inquiry at the beginning of the year to learn the skills of researching, thinking critically, and thinking creatively when presenting their solution. And then as the year progressed, control over the inquiry was gradually released to the students, ending the year with an open inquiry of their choice. By mid-May, students were ready to break free and dive deeply into a topic of their choosing, such as how the brain works, or how disease happens. One of the key parts to the classroom was the ability to have technology available. Through a district grant, we were able to obtain a class set of 30 iPad 2s that were available for use in our 2 classrooms. The goal of the iPads was to provide immediate access to information in the class whenever they needed, to provide a platform for teaching about digital literacy, to provide various tools so the students could learn and create their assignments while working with their learning style, and to have students learn and work collaboratively. At first, not surprisingly, the students were thrilled to have the iPads in the class, and they used them at every opportunity. But after a while, they just became one more tool in their research. They provided an opportunity that allowed the students to gather current information about a huge variety of topics at any time of the day. They also provided a springboard for learning about digital literacy and how to use technology both effectively and respectfully. We had both grade 6s and 7s in our class. We would loop the grade 6s, which allowed the students to really develop strong inquiry skills as they had 2 years with this model. When combined with looping, multi-age communities provide a tremendous opportunity to build relationships between the students, teachers, and parents. In turn, this has far-reaching implications on student achievement and confidence. We were thrilled with how the 7s mentored the 6s in September, which made the transition much smoother for the new students. The returning 7s were excited to delve straight into deep learning and find new materials. The looping of the students provided continuity for them, as well as deeper learning. But by the end of September, no one could tell which grade the students were in. They had just blended so well and worked together on a number of assignments that they were just one class. As a district pilot and model classroom, our doors were always open, and people were always welcome to come in and watch or join in. We hosted teachers from our school, our district, other BC districts, including Cowichan, and even visiting teachers from Beijing. The students became quite used to having other people coming and going from our classroom and would just continue on with their work or ask questions of the teachers that were there. They were used to answering questions about what we were doing and how it compared to a more traditional classroom. They were honest and thoughtful in their replies. Overall, the program was quite a success and springboarded a lot of teachers to either tweak small things in their classroom to make learning more relevant and meaningful to students or to completely change the way they taught. I loved how the students were passionate about what they were researching and would come in with the class brimming with new information and excitement. I often found myself saying, "I don't know why that is, but I look forward to you telling me about it." There were challenges at times. The Wi-Fi would go down. Some information would be very difficult to find. Have you ever tried to find unbiased information about North Korea? Files would get lost or deleted. But overall, it was the most invigorating teaching of 20 years in my classroom. It was a fabulous experience and one I hope to replicate soon. Thank you.